Welcome to LinguaWire English A2. Today, we have two stories. Delivery drones in the US. Israelis leaving the country in larger numbers. To help you follow today's episode, full transcripts and vocabulary lookups are at linguawire.com. Our first story is about delivery drones and where they may fly next. Now we go to Jack, our LinguaWire correspondent for technology.
Thanks, Daniel. Amazon says it wants to grow its Prime Air drone service very fast.
What is the company planning?
It wants to reach nearly 500 cities and towns in the United States. That is the target by the end of 2026. That is about 6 times bigger than the service is now.
So this is not a small test anymore. Where will the service start next?
Amazon says it will soon launch in Chicago, Cleveland, Atlanta, Syracuse, and Boise. Then more places should come later in the year.
5 new metro areas at once is a big step. How does the service actually work for people living there?
Each site covers about 175 square miles. People can get a delivery in around half an hour to an hour.
That is quick. Is it quiet too?
That is the trade-off. The service is easier for customers. But more drone flights may mean more noise for neighborhoods.
So convenience on one side, noise on the other. How big is Amazon's current network?
The company already runs Prime Air from warehouses in 10 cities across 7 states. Most of those areas are suburban neighborhoods.
And Amazon is not alone here, right?
No, Walmart is working with Wing and Zipline to expand too. Walmart says it has already passed 1 million drone deliveries.
1 million is a serious number. What does that tell us about the future of this market?
It shows that delivery drones are moving from a small idea. They are becoming a real business. But the next test is simple. Will more communities accept the noise and the flights?
Our second story looks at a growing number of Israelis leaving the country. Now we go to Ella, our LinguaWire correspondent for society.
Thanks, Daniel. A new study says emigration from Israel is rising.
Rising in what way?
The study says nearly 220,000 Israelis have left over the past 3 years. It also says the number was especially high in 2023 and 2024.
That is a large number for a small country. Who is leaving?
The study says many of them are better educated. They are also from higher tax brackets. So it is not only one type of person.
That detail matters. It suggests a wider shift. Why are people saying they want to leave?
The report points to political uncertainty and security concerns. Some people also say they no longer recognize the country.
That sounds like a deep sense of loss, not just a move for work. What is happening in politics that makes people so worried?
Some Israelis say the government has become more hardline and right-wing. Others say the country's courts and institutions have been weakened.
And there were protests too, right?
Yes. In 2023, tens of thousands of people protested judicial changes. They saw those changes as an attempt to reshape the country.
Then the war after October 7th made things even harder. How are experts reading this trend now?
One expert said Israel is facing a tsunami of emigration. He also said keeping young, educated people is vital for growth.
So this is not just a population story. It is also about the country's future economy and politics.
Exactly. The people leaving are often the ones many countries want to keep. That is why this trend worries so many observers.
First, 3 words from the second story. Emigration means leaving your country to live somewhere else. In the story, it was used for Israelis who left the country for over 3 years. Example: emigration is rising in many places around the world. Uncertainty means not knowing what will happen. In the story, people left because they felt uncertainty about politics and security. Example: there is still uncertainty about next month's plans. Brackets means groups or levels, often in a social or tax system. In the story, the study said many leavers were from higher tax brackets. Example: my salary puts me in a different tax bracket. Now the grammar point, be going to. We use be going to for a plan or a future step. Example 1. Amazon is going to grow its drone service. Example 2. More places are going to come later in the year. Repeat after me. Is going to grow. New this month, the LinguaWire Field Guide. For every news theme, it gives you the 50 key words to know, the most important verbs and conjugations that cover 90% of the full month's news podcast episodes, and lesson sheets on the fundamentals, how sentences are built, how the articles work, with flashcard practice to test yourself on all of it. Find it at linguawire.com guide.